Water pollution can be defined as the contamination of a stream, river, lake, ocean, or any other stretch of water, depleting water quality and making it toxic for the environment and humans. There are two types of water pollution: organic pollution and chemical pollution. Organic pollution are due to microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses present in the water, generated by excrement, an animal, and vegetable waste. Chemical pollution is generated by the nitrates and phosphates of pesticides, humans and animal drugs, household products, heavy metals, acids, and hydrocarbons used in the industries. Unsurprisingly, human activity is primarily responsible for water pollution, even if natural phenomena such as landslides and floods can also contribute to degrade the water quality. Here are some examples of sources that causes water pollution. First, sewage and wastewater. Inadequate sewage collection and treatment are sources of water pollution. According to the United Nations, more than 80% of the worldwide wastewater goes back in the environment without being treated or reused. Second, urbanization and deforestation. Even though it does not have direct impact on the water quality, urbanization and deforestation have a lot of indirect effects. For instance, cutting down trees and concreting over large areas generate an acceleration of flow which does not give enough time for water to infiltrate and be purified by the ground. Third is agriculture. Agriculture has an impact on water pollution due to the use of chemicals such as fertilizer, pesticides, fungicides, herbicides, or insecticides running off in the water, as well as livestock excrement, manure, and methane. Regarding aquaculture, pollution is directly in the water, as excess food and fertilizers are causing eutrophication. And number 4, industries produce a lot of waste containing toxic chemicals and pollutants. A huge amount of industrial waste is drained in the fresh water, which then flows into canals, rivers, and eventually into the sea. Another source of water pollution is the burning of fossil fuels, causing air pollution like acid rain, which then flows to the streams, lakes, and other stretches of water. Fifth is marine dumping. Every day, garbage such as plastic, paper, aluminum, food, glass, or rubber are deposited into the sea. These items take weeks or hundreds of years to decompose, and thus they are a major cause of water pollution. Lastly, radioactive waste. Generated among others by power plants and uranium mining, radioactive waste can linger into the environment for thousands of years. When these substances are released accidentally or disposed improperly, they threaten the groundwater, surface water, as well as the marine resources. Water pollution truly harms biodiversity and aquatic ecosystems. The toxic chemicals can change the color of water and increase the amount of minerals. It is also known as eutrophication, which has a bad impact in the life of water. Thermal pollution, defined by the rise of the temperature of the water bodies, contributes to global warming and causes serious hazard to water organisms. Water pollution has very negative effects on the public health. A lot of diseases result from drinking or being in contact with contaminated water, such as diarrhea, cholera, typhoid, dysentery, or skin infections. In zones where there is no available drinking water, the main risk is dehydration, obviously. There are also several ways to prevent water pollution. First is wastewater treatment. Wastewater treatment consists of removing pollutants from wastewater through a physical, chemical, or biological process. The more efficient these processes are, the cleaner the water becomes. Second is green agriculture. Globally, agriculture accounts for 70% of water resources. It is essential to have climate-friendly crops, efficient irrigation that reduces the need of water, and energy-efficient food production. Green agriculture is also crucial to limit the chemicals that enter the water. Third is storm water management. Storm water management is the effort to reduce runoff of rainwater or melted snow in the streets, lawns, and other sites, and the improvement of water quality according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. It is important to avoid pollutants from contaminating the water and help to use water more efficiently. Fourth is air pollution prevention. Air pollution has a direct impact on the water contamination, as 25% of human-induced CO2 emissions are absorbed by the oceans. This pollution causes a rapid acidification of our oceans and threatens marine life and the corals. Preventing air pollution is the best way to prevent this from happening. Fifth is plastic waste reduction. 80% of plastic in our oceans is from land sources. In order to reduce the amount of plastic entering our ocean, we need to both reduce our use of plastic globally and to improve plastic waste management. And lastly is water conservation. Without water conservation, we won't go very far. It is central in making sure the world has better access to clean water. It means being aware that water is a scarce resource, taking care of it accordingly, and managing it responsibly.